Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Khadija and I hope you enjoy your stay here if you're new, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So guys, today's video is a highly requested video by many. So it is a study tip video. I've been dreading to do this video. I've been procrastinating about it a lot because I didn't have my ish in order. Okay, now that everything is in order, I can finally deliver to you guys as what. A little disclaimer: what works for me might not work for you, okay? So these tips might not be helpful to you, but they help me a lot. So I just wanted to share what helps me with you guys, so you guys could try like new studying methods, study styles while it's still early. Anyways, I am gonna be looking down. Oh, I have to open it. I wrote these on my laptop, so I'm gonna be looking down at my points so I don't miss anything. This is the second time I'm filming this video. I filmed one a few minutes ago and I wanted to edit it before I go to bed, but it was too zoomed in. It was like this. Let me show you guys. It was like this. Now it looks like I'm naked, and when I'm editing it, I have to put it in the ratio 16 by 9, and I have to like make it fill the screen, so I look like this in the video. So yeah, I have like not a lot, just like a few nyana. Yeah. Why do I think I am the perfect person to ask for study tips? Is because if you guys didn't know it, or if you're new to my channel and you have not watched this vlog, a week in the life of an A student. In that vlog, you can just basically tell that I'm an A student. So I feel like I'm fit enough to do this video and to give you guys tips on how I do my studying and what helps me. So yeah, first tip is time management. Guys, time management is very important, especially when you're writing exams. It is really important. Use your time wisely. Do not waste time unnecessarily, guys, especially when you're writing your exams. Time is valuable, okay? Start studying 2 weeks or a week prior to your exams. Do yourself a favor and start studying 2 weeks or a week prior to your exams. In that way, you can cover a lot of work without feeling pressurized, or like without being under pressure. You know, when you study like two days or a day before your exam, you get pressurized, like banally pressure, to a point where you have a mental breakdown because you cannot get anything right. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Study 2 weeks or a week prior to your exams. It's gonna help you a lot. So time management is everything. Create your own timetable. I feel like creating your own timetable, it helps you cover like a lot of things, because obviously when you're writing your exams, you don't go to school every single day, right? You obviously have like off days where you don't write your subjects, or you don't write exams at all. So obviously you stay at home. If you have like younger siblings, they're at school because they go to school every day. Your parents are at work, so you will be home alone, and only you know what you use that time for, if you actually study or not. So what I'm saying is, create your own timetable, and that way you know that at this time, this is what I'm doing. At this time, I do all my chores. At this time, I do this, that. This time, I'm dedicating it to myself. I am checking out my social media, I am watching TV, you know, I'm taking care of myself, and then this time I'm using it to study. So create your own timetable. I feel like it's gonna help you a lot. It requires you to be strict and to not be a procrastinator. If you are a procrastinator like me, it's gonna be hard to follow that timetable. You can create it and put it on your wall or somewhere where you can see it every single day, but discipline is the key to this. You have to be very disciplined, and that's what I'm working on. Third tip is notes. Some people study differently to how I study. So what I do is I write notes. I write notes using my textbook and my exam fevers and all that. That's what I use to write my notes. And I write my notes a week or two before my exams because notes are very time consuming. So I feel like writing notes 3 days before your exam and you still have to study on top of that, it's just a lot of pressure. You're putting yourself under a lot of pressure, whereas you could have done that like 2 weeks ago. So what I'm saying to you guys, if you are a person who writes notes, who studies from their own notes, write your notes 2 weeks before your exams max, because obviously you'll be covering like some of the work right before like the exams. So if you still have work that you guys have done like recently and they're not in your notes, you can just include them quickly and then you can use the last week to study for your exams. So 2 weeks, just to be on the safe side, 2 weeks before your exams, write your notes. And I feel like you should write notes according to your understanding. Obviously the terminologies and the textbooks and in the exam field, sometimes they are very hard to understand, even though they try to make it easier. But as people, we are not the same. We don't think the same way, you know. So I feel like write your notes according to your understanding. So, but obviously they have to like correspond. Like when I read your definition, I'm reading the textbook's definition, I should be able to get the same picture. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Prioritizing sleep. Okay guys, I get that you have to prioritize your schoolwork, like you have to study, like that's what you should focus on, but you should not forget that you need to sleep. I feel like everyone deserves, like has to sleep for 8 to 10 hours. I feel like that is enough to rest, to like let your mind rest from like all the busy thinking it has done like the whole day. And especially when you're writing your exams, you need to sleep. You need sleep, guys. You need to rest so that the following morning when you wake up, you are refreshed and you are ready to write your exams. Hence I said my first tip is time management. If you know how to manage your time properly, you will be able to get 8 hours of sleep. Trust me, you will be able to, though it's not easy, but manage your time wisely and you can be able to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep a day. Naps during the day are important. Everyone needs a nap every once in a while. You need a nap to make sure that you're well rested. When you wake up from your nap, you are rejuvenated and you can carry on studying. So you need your naps and you need sleep, guys. If you do not sleep, you're gonna be out here looking like a zombie. You're gonna be writing your exams looking like a zombie, and obviously you're not gonna do well in your exams if you have like 4 hours of sleep. But let me not say that, because I was also one of the people that had like 4 hours of sleep, and hey, I did well in my exams by God's grace, honestly, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I follow all these tips. Guys, as people, sometimes we get tired, okay? We procrastinate. It is a normal thing to do. I know myself, I procrastinate a lot, and that's one thing I've been working on. But guys, procrastination, it is a weakness. It is a weakness. You have to learn how to manage your time, you know, and work on it. You should work on it. So Yeah, is give yourself a break. Do not push yourself too hard, because you are gonna go mad. You are gonna go mad. And listen to your body when it says it is time to take a break. You are tired now, you have to take a break. Listen to your body. As a student or as a learner, it makes more sense. Like, it just makes sense to study 6 hours a day max. Okay, max. I know it's not easy. You might say this girl's crazy. Imagine studying for 6 hours a day. But guys, a day has 24 hours. A quarter of it, and you are dedicating it to your schoolwork. I mean, it's not a lot, honestly. 6 hours is not a lot, but obviously you have to have like breaks in between those 6 hours, like 10 to 15 minutes break every hour, because I know myself, I cannot concentrate for a long time. I need to take breaks in between. I know I get distracted very easily, so it's not easy for me to study for like 2 hours straight without any breaks. It's really not easy for me. So yeah, be realistic. Be realistic, guys. I mean, you cannot expect to get an 80 or 90 overnight if you were getting 50s and 60s. In your right mind, do you think it makes sense? It doesn't make sense. So obviously it is a process. It takes working hard. It takes dedication to get 80s and 90s from 50s and 60s. It just can't happen overnight. It is impossible. But yeah, be realistic, guys, and don't be too hard on yourself. While you're setting your goals, tell yourself, okay, this term I'm aiming for 10% more. Let's say, for example, you got a 60. Okay, you're gonna tell yourself, this term I'm aiming for 70 or above. Okay, 70 or above. Like hanyan baby step, guys. You're gonna get there if only you are dedicated. If you are dedicated and making cities, you are gonna get there. But you cannot expect to just get 80s and 90s by watching this video and studying, and you think God is gonna do the rest. Wow. Guys, you must study. Okay, you must study, and you can't be sitting there for like 2 hours straight looking at a book but you don't even know what you're reading. That's not studying, my love, because nothing is in here. You get what I'm saying? So be realistic, guys. My last tip, I'm gonna be sharing how I study with you guys. What I do is I'll have my paper with me right here, and I'll be walking around the house reciting, saying out loud, so that I can see if I'm making progress or not. You know what I'm saying? I cannot study like just sitting there taking a pen and a paper, then like writing on what I just wrote, like repeating what I just wrote. I feel like that's writing notes again and again and again. That's not actually studying. Well, in my opinion, it does not work for me. What works for me is if I am speaking, telling myself, okay, so this and this is the definition of this does this and that and that and that. So I feel like it's better that way. I feel like I don't know. Actually, I study like that for all my subjects. Last tip, and I forgot to include it on here. But guys, use past papers. Past papers are gonna help you a lot. You can find past papers on Google, and there are apps as well. But I don't think you can find them on App Store. Because I tried looking for them and I didn't find them. You can find them on Play Store, definitely, but on App Store, I am not sure. But its icon is like white, and it has like this navy blue thingy. There's also grade 9, there's grade 10, I think there's grade 11, 12, there's grade 8 as well, grade 7 as well, I think. So what they do is they give you past papers and they give you the solutions to them after. I feel like that is very helpful. It's an app actually. It is an app, but you can also find the past papers on like websites. You can go to Google, search junior exam, EMA's past paper, and then you find the memorandum as well. So past papers really help. They help a lot, guys. They help a lot. One last thing, do not pressure yourself. If you can feel that your body has had enough and you cannot go on any longer, take a break, take a breather, go take a nap, take a walk, go out for like a few minutes, 15-20 minutes, come back, take a break just to breathe, like breathe air, not books. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but mainly guys, stay focused. Stay focused. The only way you can get to where you want to be academically, it takes dedication, motivation. Yes, obviously you need to have someone to motivate you. If not, motivate yourself, girl or boy, but motivate yourself. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. And I'm saying this again, these tips might not work for you. They work for me perfectly, but they might not work for you. You guys have reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful and you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below. Just so I can see that you guys are there. You guys like exist, like you're just not numbers, you get. So yeah guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.